mixture of compounds, they have similar boiling point, Muhammad. Okay, these compounds have similar, not the same. Okay, they have similar boiling points from T5 to T10, and these components, these liquids, are used as petrol for cars. From T10 to T16 are used, they are called the kerosene or paraffin, and they are used as fuel for aircraft, From C16 to C20, we have diesel. Diesel is used for large vehicles like lorries. And from C20 to C30, this type of fuel is used as a fuel for ships and also for heating. Okay? So these are the first 30 components, in from the crude oil by fractional distillation. The first four components are gases, and from C5 to C30 are liquids, and they are used as a fuel for cars, for aircraft, for ships, and so on. But we say that as the number of carbon atoms increases, the boiling point will increase. So if we have a hydrocarbon with, for example, five carbon atoms and another one with 10 carbon atoms, so the fraction or the component with 10 carbon atoms will have higher boiling point than that of 5. Okay, so we can say that increasing the number of carbon atoms, increases the boiling point of the compound. Okay, so when we make fractional distillation, we can have methane. Okay, methane. Methane is called natural gas. Natural gas. It can be produced also. It can be produced from fractional distillation of petroleum, and also we can get methane, natural gas, by decomposition of rubbish. Decomposition of rubbish also can produce methane, and we can use this methane in heating, and also it can be used as a gas for cooking. In fractional distillation also, in some process, we can get hydrogen. We can get hydrogen by fractional distillation. In the process of cracking, when we make cracking, we will study cracking of alkanes later, next chapter. When we make cracking of some alkanes, we can get hydrogen. Okay, when we make cracking of alkanes, we can get hydrogen, and this hydrogen can be used also as a fuel, as we mentioned before. It can be used as a good fuel because it produces a large amount of energy per gram, and also it is non-polluting. The only product that is produced from burning of hydrogen is water vapor. Okay? So we have from fractional distillation, we can get methane, we can get hydrogen, which can be used as fuel for some vehicles. It releases high amount of energy, and also it is non-polluting. When we burn a hydrocarbon, what will be the product? What will be the product of burning hydrocarbon? Burning hydrocarbon produces carbon dioxide gas and water vapor. So when we burn a hydrocarbon which consists of carbon and hydrogen, when we burn it in presence of oxygen, carbon We have hydrocarbon. Hydrocarbon consists of carbon and hydrogen. So the carbon will react with oxygen to give carbon dioxide, and hydrogen will react with oxygen to give water vapor. So we say that carbon dioxide and water vapor are the products of burning a hydrocarbon. This is a process or an experiment to show what are the products in burning a hydrocarbon. Okay. Um, but it's not very important. You can see here that we have a hydrocarbon. This blue one is a hydrocarbon. And when this hydrocarbon is burned, okay, it can produce carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide will go to this tube, which contains lime water. It will turn lime water milky. Okay, it will turn lime water milky. Right. We have here something that is very important, and we talked about this before. What makes a good fuel? What are the properties of a good fuel? A good fuel, a good fuel depends on some characteristics. What are these characteristics? The first characteristic is the amount of heat produced from this fuel. The amount of heat produced from this fuel. We have, as we said, we have different types of fuel, but which fuel shall we use? We use. This it depends on the amount of heat that this fuel produces. And as we mentioned before, you may have an equation of burning petrol. When we burn petrol, it produces about 48 kilojoule per mole or per gram. Do you remember this equation? Uh, when we burn petrol in the last chapter, when we burn petrol, it produces about 48 kilojoules. When we burn natural gas, it produces about 55 kilojoules. And when we burn hydrogen, it produces about 150 kilojoules. So when we burn hydrogen, it gives a very high energy, a very high amount of energy. So the first characteristic that affects how to choose a fuel is the amount of heat that is released. The second one is pollution. We all know that burning coal produces a very large amount of pollution than petrol, and produces petrol produces so we have, for example, coal, oil, and natural gas. Which one will be more pollutant? Which one will be more pollutant? The solid one. The solid one will be more polluting. Okay, so coal is a very polluting substance, and after that we have petrol. Then we have natural gas. Natural gas is less polluting. Okay, so we can say that natural gas is better than petrol and is better also than coal because it is less polluting and produces a large amount of heat. Okay, so when I give you the question, natural gas is better than petrol as a fuel. Why? Why from top?
Because it is less polluted and produce more energy than petrol and coal.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Right. Now let's go to the third point. The third point in choosing a good fuel is it easy to use. Easy to use. Natural gases are easier to use than we have solids